1, 2, 1, 2.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is George Evelyn, aka DJ E.A.S.E, aka Nightmares and Wax, and I'm here at the Forum in London for this Sound Clash event, the big event. Yeah, well, Nightmares and Wax is my baby, basically. You know, I started it out. Originally, it was bedroom mix DJs with a guy called John Halnon. We used to do mega mixes and stuff. This is back in 1985. And then the guy John Arnold gave up DJing and stuff, and I continued DJing, and Kevin Boy Wonder Harper joined me as a DJ, and we ran club nights in Leeds, and we became Nightmares and Wax as the collective, and we recorded and made the first demos and the first albums of Nightmares and Wax. And then we did some house, obviously we're known for the house 12 inches of Dexterous and Aftermath and Set Me Free and Happiness is me and Boy Wonder together, and the Word of Science album. And then Boy Wonder went his kind of separate way. I continued as Nightmares and Wax, as I had done most of the time from 1985, and made Smoker's Delight, and started to work with live musicians, incorporating that with my live sampling, which involved working with keyboardist Robin Taylor Firth. That expanded with me working with loads of live musicians, and today, really on stage, I've got people that have been working with me, like I've got Shovel, the drum warrior, the percussionist, who's been working with me since 1994, which is 20 years this year. I've got Grant Kershaw as a new addition, who's a 22-year-old, one of the best drummers in England. I've got Ricky Rankin, who's been working with me for the last 10 years. And I've got Moses, who was the vocalist on Inner Space Out of Sound and on the last album, Feeling Good, who's been working with me since 2006. So there's so many more people I work with. You know, they're not on stage with us tonight. So I really work with a collective of musicians. I'm basically I would say I'm the spiritual conductor and the producer and the manifester of Nightmares and Wax. But I am very honoured to work with these musicians that are at such a high caliber that they help me raise my game. My influences really I come from a sound system background, reggae sound system background from my neighbourhood, Leeds, Hyde Park in Leeds. And my influences are quite across the board, but I would say hip hop is the underlying foundation of what I do. It's what inspired me to experiment in music. It's what opened up my horizons to all kinds of different genres of music, really. I think that hip hop is everything that ever influenced it. You know, and I believe in the art of sampling. I believe in the art of manipulating and extracting sounds and manifesting what's not really there. I create the ghost in music with a passion, with an emotion, with soul. You know, soul is not a genre, it's not a style, it's a feeling. I think it's really important to say something good in music, because music is such a powerful platform. It resonates. It's everlasting, and I don't mean in a commercial sense. It's just that you never know who's listening at what point. Do you know what I mean? Somebody can be discovering your music today that you were, in my experience, that I made 20 years ago, and that track can mean something to them today. So if you've got an opportunity or a platform, not just in music, whether you're an author or whether you make movies or whatever, why not put something good out into the world? It's too easy to do the opposite, you know. And the world needs us to believe in the good, because if enough of us don't believe in it, there ain't any of it. They've all got pros and cons, but I'll probably just put it out there just for a nostalgic sense. It was the Akai S950 for me, just because I like the way that the envelope worked on it. I like the way that you could shift the envelope and put it into a loop, and you don't end up with a loop position that you could never even mentally imagine. That's how a lot of my early samples were created. It's not a sampler I use that much now. I go to it now and again if I want to get a kind of quite a harsh sound, because it's quite harsh and metallic sounding. You know, and sometimes with filtering sort of bass lines and stuff like that, it just has something different than a plugin would have, or any of a normal EQ would have. You know, so just for a nostalgic sense, I would say user-friendly is not that great. I've already got the next album is in work in process, which will be our 8th album, which I'm going to record in with an orchestra and stuff in Berlin in May next year, and then Hopefully, plan to release it in September 2015. But the touring and the shows will continue, as well as the DJing.